transferred from the University of Arizona to USC. U of A was a great school. It was just very big, a lot different than I anticipated.
I transferred from Lane Community College in Eugene, Oregon. And Lane Community College is a public college that has additional facilities in downtown Eugene, Florence, and Cottage Grove. I attended the main campus as well as the downtown location. And LCC offers many different programs where you're able to receive an associate's degree in 1 year or 2 years.
I'm from California originally, and so I just wanted to be back home. And I also decided that I really did want to pursue a career in entertainment, and felt like being in LA was the place for that, and a place that I could advance and have that career.
I transferred because my dream was to always attend the U of O and wanted to obtain my bachelor's degree.
When I went to the University of Arizona, I did not anticipate wanting to transfer, nor really having a desire to. I did foresee myself being at U of A for 4 years.
I did know that I wanted to go into the Family and Human Services program.
I transferred after my first year, so I've been at USC for 3 years, which I think was a great decision because I do feel like your junior year in college, you are a little more solidified in your friend groups and your academic studies and internships. So I am relieved that I had these full 3 years here, and decided to make the choice after freshman year when I still kind of felt new to school and new to campus.
Higher education has been important to me, and I wanted to ensure that I would transfer after getting my associate's degree. And my situation was a bit different because even though I was at LCC, I was also dual enrolled with the U of O through the community education program. And this program basically allows you to take up to 8 credits at the U of O without applying for full admission.
Going about transferring was a bit of a difficult process. USC has a very, the way their admissions is set up, and the template they have is really big into spring admits and second year admits. So their transfer program is actually very competitive, but I knew by April of my freshman year that I wanted to transfer, so I worked really hard in school and thankfully did well there to transfer. But it was the same process as your freshman year. I just submit all the paperwork, all the test scores, all my transcripts, letter of recs. I did have to interview, so it was quite the process. And actually I didn't know I got in until June or July, and I started that August. So it is a long process. It's very detailed.
I reached out to the academic advisor through the College of Education, and that's where my journey began, to apply for full admission and to apply for the FHS program. The process was a bit complicated because as a first-generation college student, it can be a bit overwhelming and hard to ask for help.
Not all of my credits transferred. At U of A, the comm program was a lot different than USC. USC has a very developed communication and journalism program, and U of A just did not. So I think I finished my freshman year with 25 units, and I think about 15 transferred. And so that kind of dictated my coursework at USC for the next 3 years. I took 20 units every semester until this spring of 2021. I'm finally at only 12 units, which is a huge relief because I also interned, took 20 units, had a social life, had to go home and see family. So that was a really difficult part about transferring, was it did set me behind, but that's just simply because of the way in which going from a large public institution to a small private, it's just a very different curriculum and very different criteria.
Luckily, all of my credits did transfer to the U of O, and I was actually even able to graduate a term earlier than expected, considering that I started a minor later in my junior year of college.
Yes, there are many scholarships available to transfer students. A huge reason as to why USC has so many sophomore, or as we call them here, TTPs, which means the Trojan Transfer Plan. So they come their second year, is because people want to save money. And so it is easier to get those scholarships when you're not applying as a freshman and against, however many applicants they take. It's a little bit of a smaller pool each year you go on.
There are scholarships available for transfer students, specifically going to the U of O, and a couple of them are the General University Scholarship or the Diversity of Excellence Scholarship. And for students that are undocumented or documented, they have them as well. You just have to ensure that you meet with an academic advisor as well as a financial aid counselor to discuss those options.
I'm very happy with my decision. I loved U of A. I'm so grateful for it. It's a part of my story. It's a part of my academic career. I would never change the way my college went. There are some late nights, I'm sure a few years ago I thought I would, but I'm really happy. I love being in LA. It's been wonderful for my career path. And as I graduate, I've now made some great connections. I'm near family. I've had a great time here, and I'm really proud to graduate from here. So overall, it is always, a hard choice to make, and it's a lot of work, but it pays off. And
I'm very happy and grateful to have transferred to the University of Oregon. The decision to have continued pursuing higher education has opened many doors and opportunities for me, and all of the work I had to put in was worth it 100%.